everyone, it's James.
And Stephanie, and hello from Tampa.
That's right, we're coming to you from the wrap-up of our time at the Florida RV Supershow 2019.
Yes, we have been here the last 3 days. We've been here all day long, and I think we are totally nerded out on RVs by this time. We've looked through so many RVs.
And since we've seen them all, we thought we'd kind of bring you like our top few things that we thought were noteworthy here at the show.
Just a little look at a few of the things that we've been talking about over the past 3 days, so maybe it's things you might be excited about too.
All right.
All right, so let's start with that Midwest Automotive.
The black one.
The matte black Passage.
Right, so the first thing I noticed about that Midwest Automotive Passage, and they have all sorts of different models and lengths of Passage, but this one was like this matte black paint job that really stood out.
You're walking up to it and there's matte black, and that looks so cool and sporty, and I'm thinking 4x4. And
actually, that one was not a 4x4. I actually checked the dash and it wasn't a 4x4.
Weird. It looked like it should be, didn't it?
They had the big knobby tires and all that stuff on there.
Yeah, it had nice tires and wheels.
So the one thing I really liked about that one, I mean like really liked, was the roof rack they had on there. It was a heavy duty roof rack, and it had actual grating on the top so that you could actually get up there and walk around.
All right, well when I looked at it, I didn't really see storage. So what exactly did you like about that?
Well, it would just give you the ability to walk around and do things on the roof without having to worry about denting it.
All right, so it wasn't so much about like what you can put up there.
No, I had nothing. In fact, it was a short wheelbase, so there's not a lot of room on the roof.
Yeah.
But the idea of the rack that you could actually walk around up there without damaging things is what I really, really like.
So you want that for Lance now?
I do. And the ladder was great. It was very sturdy.
I love that. So I'm afraid of heights, and that feeling, climbing that ladder, I felt secure, and so that was a cool thing to see. So,
I mean, that one had a generator, which, you know, I don't think I would go back to a generator. But that one had a generator, and it did have some seating under the bed, you know, but clearly they've started something with the Revel, because now we're starting to see like
more sporty looking.
Copycat kind of RVs.
Yes, but this did have more of a traditional bathroom, a traditional toilet.
That's right, I had a kind of a full-size RV wet bath.
Right.
Not a cassette, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the next thing I saw that was really cool was that Pleasureway to Phyno. And this isn't the first time we've seen that.
I think that was the Pomona show when they released it, and we walked by it then. We were too busy to really spend any time, but today we got to check it out.
This is super cool. Now think small, think no frills.
Yeah, there's no bathroom here, there's no air conditioner.
Right, but short wheelbase, low top, it's going to fit in a garage.
Yes, so and that's a big deal.
Yeah, if you've got restrictions on, you know, HOA kind of things, you can get it in your garage.
Yeah, and don't forget how super affordable it was. So it's kind of like that cross between tent camping and an actual RV. You know, I guess it's a good compromise.
And speaking of the tent part, the pop top, the loft bed up there was super cool. If I were 10 years old, and I know I act like I'm 10, but if I were 10 years old, you couldn't get me out of that thing. It was just so cool up there.
Yeah, well, I think even if we had that, we would have a blast just sleeping
hanging out up there.
Yeah, your own fort.
Yep.
Oh, that fifth wheel spacecraft that we saw, was that cool?
The spaceship, so we're not known for our reviews of fifth wheels.
We've never done one. No, we've never done one.
But I looked at this thing as more like a technology showcase, like what's possible, what could you do?
Yeah.
And the thing that struck me most about that is this was a hot day, there were like 30 people in this fifth wheel, and they had it unplugged, like they had the plug hanging in the window so that everyone could see.
They were very proud that it was not plugged in and the air was cranking, it was quiet and comfortable in there.
Yeah, the air was actually like a version of a mini split system. So there was air in the basement, and then there was like this central duct down the middle of the thing. It was blowing cold air everywhere, and there was another system. So lots of air going, and it was running fine because it was on a massive Volta lithium energy system.
Yeah, well, I really liked that recirculating water shower system. I have never seen that before. Apparently you can take a shower and it reuses your shower water, and so you're not wasting your water. I don't know how it works. How did that work? What do you know?
I think there's lots of filters in the basement. I did see a bunch of filters and stuff down there. And they claimed that they would recirculate or reuse 90% of the water. Like, obviously it was not potable water. You know, you wouldn't drink it, but good enough for a shower. Kind of like a car wash.
Yeah, so it's fun seeing all this kind of new technology, and exciting to see changes like this coming to the industry.
Yeah, interesting stuff, and they clearly weren't afraid to try new things in the spacecraft. All right, so bringing it back around to Class Bs again, the next one I saw that I liked was that SVO Embassy. Some really neat ideas.
That's the one that had that drop-down patio.
It's kind of like a drawbridge.
That was awesome. Yeah, they told us that it takes 3 minutes to drop down, 3 minutes to get back up. We didn't get a chance to try that, but hey, that's pretty cool.
And apparently when it's up, it's inside the doors of the van.
Yes.
Even, so it's not like this thing hanging off the back.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. The other thing in there I thought was cool is that they didn't use like wood inside the van.
Yes, that was neat. It was all kind of plasticky inside there, but cool looking plastic.
Marine plastics, composites.
You could probably hose it down in there. It was so
No,
fabulous.
don't hose it out. They had a pretty decent size lithium battery system in there. You would not want to get wet.
Okay, so they had a cassette toilet in there, and
it converted to a dressing table, which was not, as I first thought, some sort of privacy skirt for the cassette toilet.
But one of the limitations of that cassette toilet was to dump the cassette toilet, you have to drop down that patio off the back.
Right,
so.
you had to go outside to empty the cassette.
Yes.
The other thing was the limitation was the shower. It was only an exterior shower.
Yes. But hey, kudos to this company for trying some innovative stuff. They even had that, drop down TV. That was pretty cool. We're not really.
It was a big TV.
Yeah, we're not really TV people ourselves, but it's cool to see innovations like that.
It was totally out of the way when it was stored, so it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And wrapping it up, the last thing we saw that I thought was pretty cool was Winnebago Accessibility features.
This is something that's near and dear to my heart because I used to be an adapted PE teacher, and working with special needs kids is something that I love doing and I was so passionate about for years of my career. And seeing that Winnebago is making RVing accessible for everyone, I am so proud of them for this.
Yeah. The thing that I noticed most, not having an adapted PE background, it was these cool lifts they had on the side of the RVs that would raise up to like 800 pounds. We took a ride.
Yes, and I loved how they have different options for floor plans. So the lift could come into the bedroom, or you could get one where it came into the living room.
That wasn't the only change. They made other changes to the floor plans, like so that when the slides are in, you can still get a chair down the aisle to the bathroom.
Yes, they should do that in all RVs. That's like smart. It's just a smart layout. But they did other things too. So wider aisles, but they had like the countertops, they had a roll under countertop, and they had a dinette that rolled in and out, so they were making more floor space.
You could get the microwave lower down.
True,
like
that was another cool one. Yeah.
But the other one that I liked a lot in those were the showers, and I might even want one of those showers myself. The big roll-in showers.
Yes, they were open and spacious. Sure.
Okay, and that is going to wrap it up.
Yep, the show is closing down for the night, and we are out of here.
So that's going to do it. We'll look forward to seeing you at the next RV show. Bye.